Good morning, guys, and welcome to another review from me, Matt, the Bearded Berserker. Hope you're having a great one wherever you are in the world. I have no idea what that is, or was. I hope you're having a fantastic time wherever you are in the world, whatever you're getting up to and whatever you're doing. And a huge, massive thank you to each and every one of you guys out there that's been supporting me over there on Instagram as Viking Beard Matt and my Bearded Berserker YouTube channel. Now, the reason that I set up both is to purely help small brands, individuals and craftsmen out there that are making some amazing products. Now, I'm not over keen on these huge massive brands, if you know what I mean. They slap their name on something, they put it onto market, and their name seems to sell the product as opposed to the products being good. And you'll probably know that craftsmanship and stuff like that is a dying art because it's cheaper to go and buy online from these big factory made places and stuff like that. Whereas there are some craftsmen out there, whatever it might be, clothing, beard products, skin products, hair products, candles, leatherwork, knife making, all sorts of bits and pieces. So we really need to get behind them, encourage them, support them and help them as much as we possibly can, which is why I've set this up. Now, with all the reviews that I do on my channel, I'm completely honest, okay? I'm not affiliated to any of these brands whatsoever, even though I've become a brand ambassador for Rusty Bear and Barber's Bay. Anything I review from them that I don't like or don't think is up to scratch, if you know what I mean, I will be saying on it. So I'm not here to blow smoke rings up people's backsides, just to purely give you honest, my own opinion, completely unbiased opinions on products. Because there is nothing worse, and we go out to work, pay all the bills and everything, we have a few pennies left over, and then spending what we've got left on something, you get it through, it doesn't last, not particularly good, falls apart, it just sits there, or we bin it, or we give it to someone we don't like. So all my reviews are completely honest. Also, thank you for all the subscribers out there that are subscribing to my YouTube channel and enjoying my content and everything. I'm now coming up to 17,000 views and nearly 380 odd subscribers, which is absolutely amazing because this is not about me. This is purely about other people trying to help them and support them as much as one old man can in front of his iPad. So I have another review for you today, and so I'm going to need my glasses for this. Now, bless her, had some candles sent through from the Botanical Wick, which is based in Cornwall, basically handmade in her kitchen. All the candles she does are CLP compliant, and she hasn't even got a website, she just runs it through Instagram and Facebook. She sent me through 3 candles to have a look at, see what I think of, and give you guys my honest opinion. I will be putting links down below, so please give the Botanical Wick some support, help them and follow them and support them because they're making some amazing products. So inside we had a little card. Thank you for your patience, Matt. This is part 1 of your goodies. More to come when I figure out a travel safe concoction for lotions and oils. Thanks again, Alicia. So thank you very much for that. And she has sent through 3 candles for me to have a look at. A large red candle, which is apple and cinnamon. A jam jar candle, which is lemongrass and pecan. And a small cork candle, which is pumpkin spice. Now, unfortunately, when the candles arrived, one of them hadn't survived particularly well. The big red candle that we're going to be looking at, unfortunately, had chipped and broken in packaging, which is not a problem because you know what the post is like. They're not particularly forgiving with parcels and stuff like that. I have managed to super glue that end corner on there, but obviously it's a decent size candle. Now, with all the candles that she makes, they are made out of soy wax as opposed to paraffin wax, which is not particularly great because that's obviously made out of petroleum, whereas soy wax is basically 100% veg based and it's from a renewable source. And believe it or not, in case you didn't know, soy wax actually burns cleaner and it actually burns for longer than paraffin wax as well, up to and around about 50% longer. So you get a longer burn with soy candles than you will do with old horrible petroleum ones or paraffin. So yeah, so we're going to look at the candles. Now I have lit them. I'm not going to light them for the sake of the review because I don't want to start burning myself, burning the curtains and everything down, because the wife's not going to be too happy, and there's nothing worse than me running around screaming while the video is still going, phone water over the curtains to try and put them out. So we're going to have a look through them. So basically, like I say, she has not got a website or anything at the moment. It's purely running through Facebook and Instagram. So the candles that she's sent through, we've got 3 of them here. Like I say, you've got the apple and cinnamon. You've also got lemongrass and pecan. And you've also got pumpkin spice. Now, well, I'll turn this around because we can forget about that. First of all, we're going to look at the apple and cinnamon. Really nice to see the winter scents coming out now, because I love candles, love using candles, so does the wife and everything. We've got them dotted all around the room, and salt lamps and everything else. But I like winter time when it's colder outside, it's wet, it's horrible and everything like that. And you start getting those wintry warm scents through, like your pumpkin spice, your cinnamons, your apples and your Christmas scents and everything like that. I love those deep, rich, wintry scents, and I'm not necessarily overly keen on the sort of more summery scents like cotton and linen. You get baby powder ones and stuff like that. So I really do like the sort of the deep, dark smelling candles. Now, another thing that I have problems with candles a lot of the time is the scent. They supposedly smell of something, and you can't really smell them. You know, you light it and you get that initial waft and then it just disappears. And I know your kind of nose and your scent gets used to the smell and everything, you kind of forget about it, which is why a lot of the electrical plugins now have 3 of them, because they switch every sort of like 10 to 15 minutes from one scent to the next to the next. But I like a scent that's there and you can smell it, if you know what I mean. And that's one thing with these candles, because I have lit them and tried them to see what they're like, is they do have a really nice sort of scent level on there. It's not very, very subtle. It's not obviously stink your house out, but it's a nice medium level scent, which is really nice. Now, with the apple and cinnamon, what can I say? Ooh, slashing down around outside. It smells of apple and cinnamon, really nice wintry scent, and it's a big old chunky candle, this one is. You've got the glitter on the top, and all the wicks are wooden wicks in there, which is nice, because it's kind of, I'm going to light this one up because I'm feeling dangerous. Obviously, candles are not a toy, so they're not, don't use them as toys and everything, and always blow a candle out before you go to bed in the evening. Now, the nice thing with the wooden wicks as well is they crackle. You get the string wicks and they don't, they just burn down at the bottom and everything like that. So it's got a really nice sort of crackly effect to that, and I see a lot of brands starting to do this with wooden wicks as well. As you can see, no problem with lighting and everything. It's really nice scent as well that comes out from that. Turn that around, get rid of that jagged look. And I will be getting another one of these from her. I don't want to sort of obviously melt it down too far, because my super glue job is not particularly great on there. But yeah, it's a really nice scent. Burny. Ow. Cool, that was warm. So it is really nice. Now, another thing that I do like about the Botanical Wick as well is they try and upcycle and recycle the packaging that they use, so that the bubble wrap that it comes in, if you send it back to them, they will actually give you money off of your next order, which is really nice to see. It's kind of an incentive, you know, recycling and everything, and I'm so up for that. I'm tired of plastics and stuff like that, that whether this jam jar did originally have jam in it, if it's an old jam jar, I see no reason at all why you should bin it out, turn it into something else, put paper clips in it, make a candle out of it and stuff like that. And I do like this whole upcycling, recycling, making use of other stuff to make something else from it. And it's such a good idea. Now, you'll notice with these, the pumpkin spice one and the lemongrass and pecan, that you've got some seeds and flower buds and stuff like that in the top. All these are actually pinched from her nan's garden. Well, not pinched, obviously she's allowed to have them, but pinched from her nan's back garden, and she pays it by making the candles and stuff like that. And it's nice to see that sort of thing. Because in my opinion, you wouldn't necessarily want the actual seeds and stuff running through, because you don't want to start sparking off fires all around the place, because obviously it could start, you could get sort of end up with multiple wicks once the wax starts seeping into them. The lemongrass and the apple and cinnamon, really nice, sumptuous, deep, wintry scent. This one's slightly lighter with the lemongrass. It's not like a citronella, which is, to me, citronella, even though it's good for keeping away insects and stuff like that during the summer months, barbecues and everything else. It's not as pungent as citronella. It's got a really nice lemongrass scent to it, and also has the sort of sweetness of almost like a caramelised pecan to it. And it's beautiful. You've got the little bit of string round there, and it's got a sweet lemony scent to it. Really, really nice, really pretty as well. Ideal for gifts and presents. And then afterwards you can use the jam jar for storing something else in, or you can make your own candles. And also, I don't know whether the camera will pick this up, but there is a glittery sort of snow glitter effect. So whether that's the glass or actually embedded, yeah, I think it's actually in the wax itself, I believe. No, I think it's just actually around the outside, the actual inside of the glass has been glittered and everything else. But it's really nice, very nice Christmassy one. And the other one we have is one of my personal favourite scents of all time, pumpkin spice. Comes in one of these little jars like that. It's got a cork stopper that goes on top of it. Obviously don't put the cork stopper on it when it's burning. Deep, nice smelling, and you can smell with pumpkin spice. I love the smell of pumpkin. When it's Halloween and stuff, don't forget I've got my Halloween special coming up, live special on the 31st, doing live reviews and everything. But with pumpkin, I like it when you've got the candle in it, it starts almost cooking the lid of the pumpkin where you've got the stalk and everything coming out, and I love that smell of it. Believe it or not, I actually eat the pumpkin after using it as a jack-o'-lantern and everything like that. But with pumpkin spice, you tend never to be able to detect the pumpkin in it. It's always the spice, the sweetness and everything else like that. Whereas this has got a cooked pumpkin sort of scent to it. Really sort of nice for Halloween and everything. I would assume that metal plate at the bottom there is something to do with the wick. So the actual wooden wick slots into the metal plate to hold it upright while you pour the wax in there and everything. And again, really, really nice bit of gold glitter in the top there. And these burn really, really well. I've had no issues with it, even if I just set this one going again. Really, really nice. And they're all sort of around about the same sort of scent level balance. And I think, personally, for me, they're a thing of beauty. I don't like going out and sort of... We've got a few cheap shops around the area and they sell candles and everything, and they smell all right when you put them up to your nose, and as soon as you light them, they don't really blow that out, because again, I don't want to set fire to the house. And so I don't like going out and buying them, because they smell initially really pungent, then you light them and they don't smell anymore, whereas these actually do smell and they continue smelling. And it's really nice. So the scent actually goes all the way through the soy wax and everything, as opposed to just kind of like being sprayed with it to make it smell like it's going to smell. Now, price-wise on these, the jam jar and the square jars are coming in at £8. And the mini jars are £3. Now, yeah, it's probably going to be quite a lot compared to what you would spend from a cheap shop, if you know what I mean. We've all got these value shops and stuff like that wherever you live in the world now, pound stretchers and stuff like that. But I like the fact that afterwards you can use the jars for something else. I like the way that they've got the sort of buds and flowers and stuff like that in there. And I believe the flowers in this is peach blossom and rose thingies. doodads, and they smell absolutely phenomenal. I love them, and I cannot thank the Botanical Wick for sending them through. It's a shame about this. I know obviously it wasn't packaged like this, and you know what postmen are like, they kick stuff around and everything, but they're really well made, solidly made, and as you can possibly see on that bottom of this one's got glitter on it as well, a bit of glitter on the top, make it a bit Christmassy, because yes, I've been told Christmas is coming. I'm seeing adverts, you got the gold on the bottom of that to go with the pumpkin spice, and there's a snowy sort of glitter to this one as well. And I think Alicia is doing a fantastic job of making these, and I absolutely love the scents. And believe it or not, we'll actually be buying some more from her, because like I say, during the winter months we light loads of candles and stuff. We've got candles all over the place and salt lamps and everything. I'll just spin you around so you can see. Let's take you on a quick guided tour. So yeah, got candles and everything on there, and then I spin it round this way, you got candles and everything on a bookshelf and lanterns and stuff like that. So always kind of do use candles and always have them on display and everything. Try and put this back so you can see me again. So throughout the winter months, close the curtains, knock everything down, make everything nice, warm and cosy, light some candles, so when either I come home from work or the missus comes home from work, helps to create a nice evening. And I cannot thank the Botanical Wick enough for sending these through. Links will be down below in the description box, so please give us some support. If you're on Facebook, give her a follow on Facebook. If you're on Instagram, give her a follow and some support on there. Links will be down below. Thank you so much to the Botanical Wick for sending those through. Don't worry about the glass and everything, it's just one of those things. But I hope you've enjoyed this review. I cannot rate these guys, or rate her enough, and what she's creating, absolutely stunning. And tell you what I'm looking for, the Botanical Wick, if you ever do come across one, I'm looking for a gingerbread candle. Don't tend to see that. You see a lot of the Christmas spice, winter spice, mulled wine and stuff like that. I'm for a gingerbread one. It's kind of sweetness with the spice of the ginger and everything. I don't know whether it's possible or not. Probably not, because I don't see it anywhere. But there you go. So thank you guys. I hope you've enjoyed this review this morning. So keep on taking care of each other. Keep on helping each other. Keep on supporting each other. Above all, keep on loving each other and growing those beards if you're growing a beard. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next review from me, Matt, the Bearded Berserker. So have a great day, guys. Thank you for your time.